Oh my god, it's so laggy at TP1. Oh. No delay. Oh, there's no way! I mistimed it. Oh, I've got the wrong weapon on. I don't want Axis with this build. I've been playing Axis for freeze, but outside of that, I much prefer having Twin Blade. And, oh. Need to weigh out his barrier, he's got it up. He's not pressing it. Huh? My god. It's kind of scary when someone just like sends greatsword Qs randomly. Whoa. I'm being cooked. You got a recast as well, actually. I need to be careful of that. I've got another ward, so I can just throw this out. Get a heal if he sends Chaos Volley into me. I mean, Chaos Barrier into me. Yo, low-key remove crossbow. Nah, I don't like longbow much. Longbow's good for physical, but crossbow for spell power. It's like you're not trading range auto anyway. So just having the fast E is more valuable than anything longbow offers. Because crossbow E's a lot safer than longbow Q. And you're not really using longbow Q for poke anyway. Because you're just not going to do damage with it if you're on like if you're on spells for damage. So I'd probably swap to longbow if I were playing physical, then it's like worth me picking it up, but outside of that it's like it's a waste. Oh, I mean no. Oh no. I don't want to do that either. I want to have a long range auto. That's like really horrible to play without too. Also, I'm so used to crossbow now as my spell weapon that I'm always swapping to that. Oh my god. Is it a bad idea to be running claws as a utility weapon, as in as part of a swap? Yeah, to be fair, I think if you were going to play it as part of your swaps, then axe is like the main weapon it competes with. It's not the worst idea ever. It was actually something I was considering when the weapon first came out, but I do think that axe or twin blades is a slightly better thing for that spot. And also I think one-hand sword's really good right now, but twin blades can also be taken over one-hand sword. So that's like another thing you could replace instead of axes. But since I started using what's it called? Since I started using swordy so often, I'm keeping that on my bar, and then damn, I still have my QI frame. I could have dodged that. But yeah, I've been swapping between axe and twin blades because I've been using my swordie a lot more than I used to. I'm using Reaper. Oh yeah, yeah. Reaper's Oh, I need to find someone else. Like, people knock me quite a lot for not using Reaper, because if I were to play it, I'd replace Whip with it, and I was briefly trying it, but I much prefer having Whip, just because it's got a really good auto attack for proccing coatings. Oh shit, Arctic Storm. Okay, he's got Frost Dash, so that's pretty important to deny. But, yeah, build I'm playing today, it looks kind of troll with the Ward of the Damned, but I actually think that this is like one of the best builds currently, like both 1v1s and team fights, because you just don't really leave any openings with Ward of the Damned, and you have like the downside of them being able to heal off skeletons, but Chaos Volley hits. Chaos Volley hits so hard that it doesn't really matter. Who on earth was that? Oh, it's that guy. Okay, I cancelled his Arctic Storm like frame 1 there. That's good. I cancelled that one there. What do you use swordie for? It's hard to land. Yeah, it is kind of hard to land, but it's really good for just range poke and approaching. Like, it's just very, very strong, like range D. It does more damage than crossbow E, and it puts you in melee range, which is really nice. And it can also lead to combos with like Reaper and kind of Spear Q, but it's not like a true combo into Spear Q. Ward heals a ton versus physical, and it reflects a decent amount. And the Agony Skeletons are actually really good because they can block projectiles from the enemy. Oh, good fights. They block projectiles, and which gives you like a much better matchup into Frost. And they also like follow after where their like clone is if they've used a dash, which versus Illusion Dash, that's a big deal. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, I need someone else to fight. Come. Why not Ice Barrier? Yeah, Ice Barrier is like another very good option with this build. I think there is some value in having a build that can play something other than Frost, though. Especially if you're playing in a squad. Because Frost is like by far the best spell tree right now. It's very likely that across an entire squad, you're going to be like overstacking the Frost diminishing returns like crazy. So you kind of want a good mix of like spell schools and CC. So that's where like Unholy Chaos comes in quite well. Unholy especially, it's hard to get the Condemn debuff from good spells. So Ward helps you with that, and it also has the really good knockback, which is like, it's not counted as a diminishing return for anything. And also, the Ward of the Damned knockback is better than any other barrier knockback because it actually cancels loads of things. It's not like the same knockback that Frost has, because Frost knockback, it doesn't actually cancel things. Whereas Ward of the Damned, if they're doing any kind of cast and you use knockback, then it'll be immediately cancelled. Like for playing defensively, Ward is like the best barrier for it, or the best defensive full stop. In terms of not having openings, Ward of the Damned is the best. So it's not got anywhere near the offensive value that Frost has, but way more defensive value for sure. Oh, he's playing the corrupted build. Oh, I'm bad. Ah, I can't be getting hit by that. Ah. Ah. Okay, I rolled just in time. Wait, he's used dash and E. And Q. There we go. Oh, no, he still had dash back. I think he must have Veil cooldown reduction, because that came back really fast, it felt like. Oh my god, that predict. Yeah, Condemn is like, you want someone on the squad to have a source of it, whether it's through like coating or whatever, but it's like, it's the hardest debuff to get because it's got the worst spells. Ah. But you can see there's so many times where he looks for a projectile. Ah, damn, bad roll. He looks for a projectile and it just gets blocked by a skeleton. Nice. Ah, I didn't have time for the second one. Thoughts on carrion bats? They seem cool but awkward. Yeah, unfortunately, the build they're played in is very, very similar to just the standard Frost one. The trouble is they are just weaker than a regular Frost bat. They have like a really big combo you can do with Carrion Swarm's Sweet Spot into Beam, but it's just not as strong as doing a standard Frost bread and butter, and outside of that they're just like way worse in neutral game. There we go. Oh, he used both counters there. 28 days later, zombie... Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. You're a goat, thank you. Timmy, what does that mean? Oh, as in the skelly? I'm confused. Oh. I think he's... No, he didn't have E. I thought he did. Ah, bad queuing. Nice, okay, I've got a good opening here though. Oh, never mind. See, that, like, the skeletons can hit harder as well though. Like, you saw them there. They hit for a lull. Ah, what am I doing? Oh, lucky I missed there. Oh, good bait. .209 Chaos Volley. Skelly Bomb Zombies! Oh shit. Oh, he got behind me with that? Crazy. Ah. But yeah, Frost Barrier can't relieve pressure like anywhere near the way that Ward of the Damned can. Like if they reach high diminishing returns on Frost, then you just stop getting your value from it. Whereas Ward of the Damned, it doesn't matter how many times they've hit into it, you'll still be getting like a good amount of CC. Pancake builder, yeah. This is Pancake's one. Funny enough, I was talking to him about it. Like, this is a combo I tried a bit of in Gloomrot, but the spells were like so much worse at the time, but they've always synergized well, but now like both of them are good enough to actually be worth playing together. It's so cool to see. But yeah, Pancake is terrifying on this build. Oh no, he would have died to the ward of the dam there. For 1vx, what do you think of Fizz or Spell builds would be better this patch? I think 1vx, physical, typically better. But it's so like build dependent with that it's more the actual spells rather than the blood you're playing. Like, there are some spell builds that are good 1vx, there are some physical builds that are 1vx. Now, he's got E, right? Ah. That's unfortunate. Or, that's a good dash in. I think I lose here? I've run out of cooldowns. Oh, okay, the Agony Skeleton just saved me. The 241 volley. Oh, hey, Ronek, did you try and type in all caps? Allow the link? Oh, right, oh, you did the Discord link. Oh, no. I don't know how to make Nightbot not be strict. Professional streamer. I could figure it out, but I'll be twiddling around for a bit, so I might try and change that after stream, because I think Nightbot keeps like just not allowing messages for no reason. Oh, I'm getting shit on. Oh, okay, I just about got queuing cooldown, but okay. Ah, no. How do you choose weapon stats in the main game? There is something called the Fusion Forge. So you need to find blue weapons or purple weapons that have the stats you want. And then you combine them into the main weapon you're using. Ah, damn. Oh. Oh, there's no way I rolled too late. That was a bad trade. Oh, oh my god, no! 1 HP. Oh, Biscuit, is that how you do it quickly? Wait, 1 sec. I'll do that after this fight then. Holy shit, he keeps going behind me during the invis. It's so hard to see invis on this patch, it's crazy. Okay, I think he's used his cooldowns. Ah, I'm bad. He had another E? Hello? I didn't see the recast. He got a recast. Oh, you're kidding me. There we go. 1 sec. So it's permit Ronek. Wait, I'm not sure if it works in the Streamlabs thing. Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. Alright, thank you, Biscuit. Any recommendations on what builds to use pre-91, leveling for the first time and struggling fighting other players in open world? Level 75 for preference. I think you've got a couple options. I think for like spell builds, they power spike really early, because you just need your like last tier of amulet and ideally a blue weapon that has spell power on. If you want to play physical, then the solo weapon setups power spike a lot earlier, because obviously you don't need your full hotbar for them to be good. So I think a physical build with the claws or daggers are like pretty good if you want something that, yeah, you can PvP on without needing to build your full hotbar. Oh, I was just about to get dash back. I was so unlucky. Damn, he landed that max range. No, skeleton, what are you doing? Wait, the corrupted bloods from corruption? Yeah, I think they go through curtains. Like, curtains a bit of a different defensive to like most other stuff, because they only block projectiles. And the ghosts aren't treated as like projectiles. They're like, I'm not sure what they are considered as, but there's no way that went through my barrier, man. Holy. I think he plays a loot duration, so I have to use extra cooldown, sadly. And I think I can do this? Oh yeah, I can if he does that. He had to slash a Q there to dodge. Kill the auto mod. What does corruption blood gives like really efficient stats, but both of the effects have like a downside as well. Although one of the downsides, the like spooky ghost thing, it's barely even a downside because you can use it to proc your own defensives. So that one, it's more of a mini game than an actual downside. He tried to press Arctic Leap there, but it's too slow now. Oh, there's no way! I wasn't even trying to hit him. I was trying to hit his skeleton, but I got blocked. Ah. I could lose now, I just ran out of cooldowns. And he's still got everything up. Ah. There we go. What weapons do you like making your spell? I always use my crossbow. I put spell stats on my Wings of the Fallen too, because it has spell power scaling, and I put some spell stats on spear, but like I put full spell stats on crossbow because that's just what I'm used to for it. How are you valuing Drac Rogue, Drac Scholar, Scholar Warrior right now? Of those three, I'm still not sure about Drac Rogue. I'm not sure if like the exposed buff is actually like a big enough damage boost to justify it. But I mean, Drac Scholar is like, it's a no-brainer that it's good. Like that seems like super solid. And Scholar Warrior, like Chipser plays it really well. I've been trying it a bit myself. I think it is like, it's kind of reliant on having like Frost Dash to be good though. Because like so much of what makes that combo good is making your dashes hit like crazy hard. And Frost is like the main one that has hybrid scaling, so that's like the main one that benefits from that blood mix. I could have maybe tried to get a charge there off his Skelly. Oh. Oh, damn. He got that counter out so fast. One 146. Yo, the volley can hit a lot harder than 146. Hey, Nemesis. How's it going? Oh. Randy! Fix the server! Oh my god. Nah, that was awful to roll in there. I can't see him! Oh, awful Q. Oh my god, he got hit by two spooky ghosts. Ah. Oh, that's a good twin blade. And since the ghost is a mob and not a projectile, it doesn't count. Yeah. So yeah, the ghosts are weird though. I think arguably they shouldn't proc counters at all. It's like a large part that makes the like double defense with it so strong. I need to Merc charge just defensively there, even if it didn't get the hit. Oh my god. Wait, I didn't have my barrier? Still winnable if I can sustain, but... Okay. Ah, no. Oh. Oh my god, oh, that's so close. Damn. Any specific pre-91 builds? I remember you mentioning another stream that Arctic Storm was good as it power spiked early but it can't crit. Yeah, Arctic Storm especially, because that's one you do like Scholar Warrior for. Scholar Warrior for, just find a max rolled spell power weapon and Arctic Storm's fully online at that point. Because Arctic Storm doesn't need crit stats too. It doesn't crit. So all it needs is spell power weapon. It doesn't need like spell crit or anything like that. Ah, it's too slow on my Q. Ah. Ah, damn. I didn't interrupt that time. Oh, he gave me big heals there by doing that. Oh. Of a new... Hey Persis. You're sick, really enjoying your content. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Dylan. Feels like I blow up if I'm not cycling frost shielding. Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, Chaos kind of does a similar thing. It's just, it's getting all its tankiness through like constant healing rather than constant shielding. So it has got a kind of similar vibe to it. But, having neither of those, yeah, you do feel like kind of squishy without. What do you think is the worst spell in the game? Probably Corrupted Skull. At least as far as I know, I think that one is still probably quite ass. Nice. Getting volley hit there and the Ward of the Damned is so big. I got a free cast here so I can block this. Oh no. Ah, can't do anything about that. Wait. I think he used... Yeah, he used everything. God of Scholar. Thank you. How do you feel about Rogue Corrupted physical build? It's not one I've tried at all. I saw a Miles playing it though. Like it must be pretty good if it seems like with Corrupted, if you don't make mistakes, you have like the most insane neutral. Because if you start getting hit, you have like the pool spawning and stuff. You sometimes get hit by your ghost. It can be really bad. But if you don't make mistakes, you have like so many tools to outplay people. And you have like more move speed, more free cast, like there's a lot going for it. Oh, I tried to roll through it. He waited too long there. I actually didn't have a barrier initially. He would have got the punish if not. Oh, I got myself hit by the ghost because I did that. That was kind of stupid of me. Oh, good roll. Oh. Ah, no. Oh, what? Oh, I tried to roll away. Discharge is so insane. I'm surprised there's only one build on your website for it. Yeah, I think that there are like a lot of Oh wait. Chat too. Yeah, I was missing Lou Hayes' chat as well because I was trying to read on like Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, I think there's a lot of variations that like could be added for stuff. Like I tried to sort of get like a good mix so that includes like every kind of counter. But Discharge is weird because it's looking a lot weaker right now, but it does seem like good still with like aggressive play. So that there is an argument for it still for sure. Oh, I was late on my dash. Okay, good trade that time. Oh no! Hey, chill. Ah, he's got a second, No, I die. What? How does the build compare to Frostback Barrier? Pros and cons. I think this one's it's a lot better sustain, a lot better poke, less combo reliant. But the actual combos it does have, you have to just kind of hit them raw rather than having them guaranteed. Like Frostbat is able to force very big engagements when it does get its openings. Whereas this one, it's very like battle of attrition. It can slowly sort of win a fight, but it doesn't do its damage in like as big bursts as Frost does. Its damage is still very high. What are those homing dark spirits? That's from Corrupted Blood. Yeah, New Blood Corrupted. Ouch. Did that last Chaos Volley hit for 240? I think it may have. When it's like second hit Chaos Volley, when they have Condemn applied, that's like the max amount. So yeah, there can be some very hard hitting ones occasionally. What? Oh, I did it too early. Okay, nice. Got that dash though. Okay, he has one more E. Okay, he shouldn't have anything now. Oh, he does have that. Ah, fuck. I missed it. Bat. Not enough damage. Oh, if I have Chaos Coating, I won there. That is the downside of Illusion Coating. Lower cooldowns, but less damage. I'm pretty sure I got a coating proc on that hit, but... Ah, no. Wait, he didn't Reaper Q. Nice. But yeah, like the main premise of this build, it beats nearly everything at long range, and it's very good at getting people away from it. Like that's what Ward of the Damned's good at. It gives them healing to farm, but it is also very good at long range, like just matching a long range fight. You just need to have a second spell that can outpoke the opponent for it to be good. Ah. Oh, he actually runs the Novaron clone. What do you think is the best build of them, Frost? I'm kind of like umming and ahhing on that at the moment, but part of me is starting to be convinced it genuinely is like this build I'm playing now. Because it like just puts up such a good fight versus Frost specifically, and it has just like pretty decent matchups across the board, it feels like. Because it's oh no. I'm being griefed. Like yeah, it's like good long range, good close range. I think the only thing it's maybe a bit weaker against is like double counters, but even then you have a lot of ways to hit, like do damage through counters with Ward of the Damned. Like Agony Skeletons and the Recast are both ways to hit through Ward. I mean, hit through defensives. Other than Frost, probably Frost build. Yeah, that's the trouble. Like the regular Frost build is probably the best thing. The things after that are like other variations of Frost. So if you're talking about like no Frost at all, I think everything sits a little bit behind. But this is definitely one of the builds that comes closest. And I also think some of the physical setups that play like a full mix of kind of like Bloodstorm and everything, I think they definitely come close. Oh no, I can't be hitting into that. Oh, I don't think he meant to do that Q. Oh my god, big damage. I think I get out in time. There's no way. Ah, we got the trade there. Ah, I had to back out even though I was in sword queue just because the Skelly was coming, so it could have hit his counter. Also, yeah, I win. Sustain builds are crazy. Oh, no, I'm not gonna play like claw build or anything today because what I'm doing at the moment is like sticking to the same build for a whole stream. So today I'm playing the Volley Ward of the Damned thing, but I've not done a arena stream of just claws yet, so I'm sure I'll probably do that fairly soon. Oh, something I've been saying, by the way, if anyone's like YouTube member or like Twitch sub, I was gonna do a thing where if there's like any any build in particular you want me to play on stream, then I'll do that for members and subs. What? I think he's... Oh no, he still had to leave, of course. Ah. So what's this frost build? It's just Frostbat, Frost Barrier, and Frost Dash. Like, full frost. And this is a build that's like been around since like the very start of the game, but has sort of had a big resurgence. It's what I made a video on yesterday. Ah, shit. I would have had to swordie the skeleton there. Speaking of which, he could have dash attacked my skeleton too. Oh, he used both his recast as well. Wait, he used everything, right? Oh, I'm bad though. I think he would have had the dash out anyway. Playing open world with Lightning Curtain and Blood Rage physical build, what do you think about it? Blood Rage and Curtain is like very low defense, that's the only concern, but there is a lot of damage there. But ideally you want either or Blood Rage or Curtain and then play like Blood Rite as your second, I think is stronger. Because you'll have like more damage with that setup you have, but you just don't have like any ways to defend yourself really. Oh, okay, that's a very bad time for him to Axie. Ah. Okay, he wasted a pistol there too. Anyone want to train a new guy with 212 pig? Hey, Vastfag, how's it going, man? Oh, he still has his dash. Unlucky. Wait, what? What happened to my incap? Didn't land. Oh no, that's really bad. No! Oh, I didn't quite get dash back. High move speed, low defense, yeah. No, you're able to be relatively tanky whilst also having like decent move speed. I think you sort of want a balance of the two. Is Bloodrite the best counter and why? I see it around... So Bloodrite is the best physical damage counter, because it gives you like buffs on your autos afterwards, and the immaterial's just like really good for physical uptime. Spell builds right now, the best defensive is Chaos Barrier, because it just leads to like easy defensive, easy combos, and also like it gives you a spell power buff. There's that on the Jewel, and finally like, ooh, Spineless, yo, thank you, man. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. Also, like, spell builds don't care about the downtime that barriers had. That's why, like, barriers are typically better for, like, casters than they are physical. Or as a good reaction by him. Mostly use longbow to play far away because I have no defensive. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, you can get away a bit more not having defensive if you're playing safe or just have like a lot invested in tank stats. But it's definitely riskier. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, he's used everything. Ah, sad. Ah. The ghost got him. I'm not sure just from looking at the IP if that's still the arena IP, but no way to use discharge again. Discharge is okay for like if you're playing aggro. But it is outclassed a bit by Blood right now. It got nerfed a lot since 1.0. What's your total playtime? I think I'm at about 1.5k now. I think mine's like a bit lower than some of the other veterans just from not playing as much open world. I think when you're playing arena, when you're playing arena, you don't tend to have like as much time in the game just because you're obviously like farming and everything in open world, so it's like more time consuming. It's crazy how much you can learn about PvP in this game. I think the cool thing is as well, it's like it had a lot of mechanical depth before. Now there's a case of there's a lot of like theory crafting depth too, which I really like that. I'm just gonna send it. No! I'm so bad. Oh, what the? What did he die to? I looked away and I didn't see what he died to. I think he's just like caught in the little like blender of skellies in the middle there. I mostly just wanted to get my cooldowns back there. Like, I'm playing a bit more of an offensive variant right now so that I can get cooldowns back with ulti and make Merc Charge hit harder, but you can take the shield instead. Oh, yo, who's that? Oh, thank you, Spineless. It's good to see my notice are actually working today. I'd messed up yesterday. I didn't have the alert box on. Well, not yesterday. I think it was a couple of days was the last stream. But yeah, thank you very much, man. And yo, Spineless, I was saying it might have been just before you joined. For anyone who's like subbed or member on YouTube, I'm gonna let you like request a build to play for a stream. So if you want me to play OD or anything else that you'd like, then let me know and I'll do one of my next streams of that. The only thing I worry about, there's going to be some streams I'm just like losing perma from playing either like a bad build or something I'm bad at. It's kind of like that with the Shadow Bolt stream, to be fair, because it didn't help. I was playing against like Chips or Biscuit and stuff. So I was just like losing the entire time. Yo, Lunaria, thank you very much for the Prime sub. And yeah, same to you. If there's any build you want me to play on stream, then yeah, send me a message on Discord. Oh, that was a bad option. Okay, it worked. Oh wait, sorry, I'm a bit behind now. Just over 3k hours. What kind of build would you recommend? Old Battle Right player, not a fan of weapon swapping. I'd say look at the video I did recently on claws and daggers, because they have like pretty polar opposite playstyles, and they're both like low weapon swap setups. Yo, La, thank you for the sub. Would you rather play V Rising 1.1 or Supervive if it was still alive? I enjoy V Rising a lot more right now. I think there are some good parts about Supervive, like the movement's really cool, but in terms of the actual combat and the depth of the game, like V Rising's just got so much more like skill expression, and also V Rising, it makes me want to do videos on it a lot more, because the trouble I had with Supervive, I was pretty, like, uninspired on things to make videos about, because it felt like there's not enough depth to the actual kind of, like, builds and stuff, which, oh, what? Oh, it's lagging like crazy. And that's, like, sort of the main thing I've always liked to make videos on. Oh, I think the server's died. No, GG. So yeah, V Rising 1.1 for sure. What are the top 3 to 4 weapons to play when playing a physical build? I mean, you want to have a full hotbar, but I mean, spear, slasher, pistol are like the core kind of auto attacks in 2 iframes. And then you also want great swords, just like really, really good with physical. It's just got really hard hitting autos. Filter servers by ping. No way your lowest is 212. Oh god, that's actually so rough though. I hate high ping. I would have won that, do not fool yourself. Nah, it's mine. That was my one. Okay, I think I blame Randy. Has he exploded the server? No. What's the best build? Right now I'm coming to the opinion that Frostbat, Frost Barrier, Frost Dash is the best build in the game. It's like it becomes a bit worse in team fights, but in terms of like 1v1 dueling, that thing is crazy. You can just force interactions so hard from Frost Barrier. And then Frostbat in particular has like the best punishes. So it's like at the moment, if you're playing like any kind of spell stats at all, like Frost Dash, Frost Barrier has they're just like such a good combo to play with like any spell as your third thing. But Frostbat gets the biggest punishes because it can do like the freeze, axie, refreeze. Is the arena still down? If it is, I'll just I don't know, go on an official server for a bit or something. That'd be a bit of a shame though to have to swap so early. Yeah, I think this server's fully down. No. Overall spell builds seem to be more powerful now than physical builds. Yeah, I'd say for the most part. Although there are sometimes like. There are a lot of people who are like really, really good at the fizz builds. Like I'm really scuffed at playing them. But playing against someone that's good at them, sometimes they just completely run you over, and it's like it's so difficult. So I don't think there's like a big gap, but spell overall feels a bit better. Yeah, and Void's good for 1v1s for sure. Like it's a multi-charge AoE spell that does good damage, and Chaos has good passives, which helps it out a lot. Is the movement speed build out of meta? It's not out of meta. Movement speed's less important than before, partly because Vamp Horse is buffed, and also Shapeshift speed is a different stat to regular move speed. So having high move speed's still good, it's just not as essential as it used to be. Like the builds I was playing in open world were practically like 0 move speed, and I wasn't having any issues at all. Oh my god. What is going on with the game? Believe in personal preference over following meta. Yeah, I agree. I think playing stuff you're comfortable on is always like the most important. Like that's kind of what I've always done. just so much variety to use, and since coatings scale out of spell power, they just scale. Yeah, the coatings have helped close the gap a lot too. Yumiko's build is pretty hard. Yeah, I think Yumiko often plays sort of builds that are like quite skill expressive. To be fair, um, I don't think he ever really gravitates to some of the like really cheap cheese builds. Did you notice I? Oh wait, yeah, I didn't actually spot that you had no. I guess you were playing like very mid range, so you had pistols out like pretty much the most of the time. Popular physical build. I think there's like a couple different setups I've seen people running. I think there's a lot of blood right. There's a lot of static dash or blood dash. There's still a lot of blood rage or power surge. And for bloods, I've seen mixes of brute rogue or like warrior brute, like any sort of combo of Oh, well, I'll try one more time to load V Arena, and then I'll just log like official wipe or something in the meantime. Um, but yeah, any sort of variation of like brute rogue warrior seems like fairly popular for physical right now. There seems to be like a lot of customization of stats there. Armor set recommended for said Frost build. I think the best version of it is with the Malefica set, just maxing out spell power. But one of the nice things about Frost, you can play anywhere in between physical and spell power. You can play like any mix of the two. Um, because it does spell damage to convert into physical damage combos. OD is only popular physical build, yes. Could you show the claw builds with best stats if you get the chance? Wait. Oh, I've not even got a thing set up for display. Oh, actually, I do. One sec. Rising builds. I can bring up the claws build quick. Where is it at? Because the one on V Rising builds is like the same one that R's running in open world. Here it is. One sec. I need to swap the display. Ta-da! Can you see that? There's the claw build. Yeah. Whilst V Arena's having it, I guess we could just look through the site for a bit if there's any builds you guys want to talk about. How does the refreeze thing work with Frostbat? Sounds interesting. So the refreeze works whenever you break the freeze, it reapplies chill. So like the combo is you get the freeze, you do an Axie, which always does enough damage to break the shield if they don't have any other shields on top of it, and then you just Frostbat again for the refreeze. Can't use Soulburn like before. Soulburn's very good though. I kind of I think that there's potential that it's stronger than it was before. It sounds weird, but even without the silence, the fact it's like interrupting sword queues and stuff is huge. Spell builds in 1v1 scenario tend to be weaker than using full frost combo. Yeah, that's true actually. Like spells shine the most in team fights, physicals do shine more in 1v1s. So I think played like max potential, I think spell builds tend to do more like when you get into bigger like squad fights and stuff. Like the crit move speed version of Frostbat. Yeah. I think I'm sort of I'm a bit mixed. I'm not sure if I prefer like the Rogue Blood version or the Scholar Blood version. The Scholar one's a bit tankier, but I think the Rogue one's got a bit more damage. Spear Q remain my favourite. Yeah, true. Same. What stats do you go on weapons? I play like Fizz Crit Chance, Fizz Power, Weapon Skill Power on most things. I have a spell weapon for crossbow, and my spear I have Spell Power, Physical Power, Weapon Skill Power, because the Thousand Storm scales a lot of spell power as well. Oh, yeah, you might be right, Lur. I think Rennie might be doing an update to fix the game modes and stuff. That's a good point. Oh, why do you choose now? Why? Yeah, my My keybinds aren't as awkward as they look. It's just because I've got like weird bindings on mouse buttons. Hi, is this controller support? I think V-Rising does support controller. I think the default controller support is kind of rough though. I know that Yumiko plays controller. He's like the guy that's known for playing controller, but he has like his own custom setup. I briefly tried this game controller with the default, and it's not very good. It's not nice to play on. Why do you go rogue as secondary blood on that full frost build? Yeah, this is what Red was playing like at the start of the last wipe. Because you're able to get the exposed buff for more damage. So it's just a case of like whether that's worth dropping the shielding from Scholar or not. Yeah, Scholar. It's like when you play it as a secondary blood, like it's really good as a primary blood too. But when you play it as a secondary blood, you either get the shielding or you play it for the ult damage and cooldown resets. Like there's some builds that really benefit off the resets. Physical damage, yeah, physical damage frost build's viable. What's better to focus, crit chance and crit power? It sort of depends because they sort of come hand in hand, don't they? It's like if you have crit power, you want crit chance to back it up. There is maybe an argument where you play rogue free and you don't actually run crit chance because you get the guaranteed crit after dash. But so many of the things that give one give the other, so it's like it's hard to not try and max out both if you're doing that. Fizz power better than attack speed? I think so. Different people sort of have different priorities on the stats they like, but I prefer Fizz power to attack speed for sure. I don't think it's like massively important because you're gated by the little cooldown in between your attack strings anyway. Draculin's Scholar is much tankier for sure. Yeah, true. Yeah, like the constant shielding, like it's kind of crazy to have so much damage whilst also being tanky. No problem, Crimson. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure. Someone told me that the Rogue Expose works on spell crits too, but I'm not like 100% sure on that. Oh, the OD build you want to see? There you go. Written by Spineless himself. There you go. Yeah, this is like the full aggro physical build. Yo, Avanti87, thanks very much for the Prime sub. And if there's any builds you want me to play Avanti, then send me a message and I will try and schedule that in for another stream. Yeah, I think it's an additive 15% damage. What do you think of basically the 1.0 build with Phantom Aegis and Bloodrite instead? 1.0 build, where's that? Phantom Aegis and I mean, if you play it with that spell combo, I was meaning to add this as one as well. It's like the Swanify build, which is during Gloomrot. The meta was like kind of settling with some like really cheese stuff, and then Swanify comes in with like the Aegis Bloodrite thing. And it's just like winning everything. Like it is like a really hard build to find openings against because you can't AoE against it because you get feared, and then you're hitting the Bloodrite as well. So it's got so little defensive like downtime that yeah, that's a really strong build too. I'll probably put that at like I'd expect it to be S+. I've not seen it much this patch, but I'd expect it to be S+. For what do you use Ice Block mainly? Ice Block you kind of need to be you need spell power for it to be good. Like it's I don't know, like people are running it with physical builds. I don't rate it as much though because you can burst through it so quickly. But yeah, you use it whoever's in danger, yourself or a teammate. Not confident about Arctic Storm for anything, but I am actually starting to think, to be fair, I may have been overrating Arctic Storm. Like I'm tempted to start bumping it down because it is like kind of obnoxious when you're like using it like XV1 against someone. They can't really do much. But in terms of 1v1s, there are so many ways to cancel it that a lot of the time it doesn't actually get that much value. So I am starting to think I may have overrated it, but I'm not sure yet. It might be worth moving down a bit. Is there a build you would suggest for new players to try and master first? It kind of depends. I'd say Frost if you want to like try hard weapon swap straight away. If not, the claws or dagger builds are very beginner friendly, or more so the claws. The dags are actually like really hard, even though it's a solo weapon setup. As corrupted rogue 2 counter, what attributes? Oh, well, you play rogue corrupt. Never play corruption primary blood. You play secondary blood with corruption free. I'm not sure. There's so many variations of the double counter like corruption thing. I don't actually know what the BIS stats tend to be that people go for. Oh wait, I'll go back to the OD build. Lack damage, try similar stuff. Is that the Bloodright Aegis lacks damage? Yeah, like you can maybe play it with the Scholar Warrior thing that Chipser plays though. Like you just play it with Aegis, Frost Dash, and Cold Snap, maybe. And then just get all your damage through dashes. Could be okay. There are no S plus tier, but there isn't currently. I think I need to change that though, because there's a lot of the builds that I think do justify being S plus that use Draculan Scholar. I mean, like Frost, for example. I think Draculan Scholar's probably better than the Draculan Rogue, but it's really close. But I think I need to change a few of the tiers, and there's definitely a lot of like really good Draculan Scholar build. I'd say overall, generically speaking, it's probably the strongest blood combo. What do you suggest? Switch to OD or just switch to? I think Mustang. If you're so used to Soulburn, I think you can stick to it. Either you're really tanky and go for 3+ ult fights, or you can't kill. But yeah, Luhaze, I think with the like Aegis counter thing, I'm pretty sure if you just played for like max dash damage, then there is an angle where it could maybe work, because it's kind of similar to the stuff that Chips is playing if you do that. Traditional Chaos build is very good. Yeah, I've not seen many people on it yet, but I think it's like it sits slightly below Frost, but it's so much damage. I think it's being underrated for sure. I think OD is difficult to master in the current meta. Yeah, I'd say especially... Oh, Arena's up again. Good. Verse is... What's it called? Double counters. It'd be pretty annoying to play OD into. Like, it's hard to get wins in neutral when you're on OD, is the trouble. Bloodright, Lightning Curtain, Blood Rage, Power Surge is better for Fizz. Yeah, sort of some kind of combo of those spells. Like any of the sort of physical buff spells played together, along with like one counter, is yeah, pretty solid. I think the physical buff plus counters a bit better than like the double buffs, the OD, just because it has more defense. But double buffs is a silly amount of damage. Can't figure out which gear set is with my build. I think for the most part, I think Maleficent and Dread are very good. I'm pretty sure some of like the Brute Rogue stuff runs Shadow as well, though. Oh, the URL for the site. One sec, I'll drop it in the chat. Here we go. Can you do one weapon build? Yeah, I made a video at the start of the patch about the solo weapon daggers and claws. Oh, if you mean right now though, I won't play it today just because I'm playing the Chaos Volley Ward of the Damned thing. Always loved Blood Rage and any counter. I don't think it's I think it can be strong. The trouble is, it's like less strong relatively compared to before because spell builds have got better. But I don't think it's like strictly weaker. Oh, okay. I'm playing against Lu Hei's on Frost now. Good to... Ooh. Ah, no. I need to dodge those. Oh my god. He just sent that. Oh. Ah, no. That's bad to get hit by. Oh, no, he's slightly to the left. Oh. Are there any other builds revolving around non-critting spells other than... Yeah, for sure. The one Chips has been playing, you play like Lightning Curtain and Frost Barrier. So yeah, it's not just... like the main premise is often stuff that plays around like enhanced conductivity or like big dash autos with Frost Dash. Those are like the main things that play non-crit. Oh my god, he gets that. Oh, I don't have my Q. I think he's run out of cooldown, hasn't he? Or maybe he has E. Yeah, he does have E. Never mind. Still got a big conversion off that though. Ah. Oh my god, that is psychotically aggressive. He tries to pistol-y behind my barrier. Louise is But yeah, Lu Hei's here is someone who's like always been very good at physical stuff. I love Frostbill, but hate Scholar and love physical weapons. Yeah, for sure. You could play a physical variant of it. Like I say, I think it's a little worse than the Frost one. It's not like it's not bad though by any means. Ah, oh my god, I got out. Oh no, I messed up. Ah, and I queued too early. That's really bad. Okay, I got the double shots off. Nice. Okay, oh god. Here's a holder there. I managed to read it. No! I need to hit this. Ah. Okay, I got the second. Physical power or crit power chance for physical builds? You kind of want all. Like, you want to get as much of all of them, because obviously, the more fizz power you have, the more your crits will hit for. So you don't ever want to max out the crit stats without maxing out the primary stats. Like that's very important. You want to prioritize maxing the primary stat before you max the crits, because otherwise there's no real point to the crits. If you're not like hitting hard anyway, then the multiplier of the crits doesn't even matter. Oh my god. God, Merc charge against the wall. Does Ignite stack? No, although there is a separate damage over time called Agonizing Flame, which is kind of like sort of double stacked Agony. Yeah, he does like this variation with Chaos Barrier. There is like potential for like big damage stun combos, but there is less freeze pressure than if you were to have just Frost Barrier. So it is slightly weaker for sure. Oh, that's unlucky timing. I love the sound of the Bloodbath Crimson Beam one-shot build you have on the website, but I don't think it's super viable. Do you think it's any good? It's not awful. It's mostly like an arena cheese build. Like, it's awkward to use the spell open world. I think the main trouble it has is it's just so outclassed by Frostbat that it's like kind of hard to justify it. Because it's just like the weaker version of a Frostbat build, which is, yeah, pretty unfortunate for it. Oh no, I'm getting kind of shit on this round. He shouldn't have given me the heal, sir. Ah, he still had it. I don't think I died to this. Not quite. 1 HP in a dream. Nah. Oh, that's so close. If I got dash back, I could survive. The wall stun looks pretty cool. Yeah, Merc Charge has such a big AoE now that you can kind of use it just to try and hit the AoE, because so much more of the damage is tied to the AoE as well. So you don't really care about hitting the initial charge of it, especially because they're just able to iframe that bit anyway if they have any dashes up. So a lot of the time it's easier to hit if you just go for the wall stun and nothing else. Holy moly. Oh no, he got the slow off on me. Oh, I'm so bad? Wait, that... Oh god, I was throwing that so hard. One sec. Chapel after this patch, honestly the most... Oh yeah, the double AoE build is hideous to play against. I really do not like it either. Raids especially. There was raid we played last Saturday. One of the clans was running 2 people on the double AoE setup, and like we did win the raid in the end, but that was such a pain to fight into. Oh, okay, I think I get him. Yeah, nice. Oh, what? No! He immuned the knockback. Yeah, Void Raider Chaos, lovely stuff. What's the thought process of this build? So Chaos Volley beats almost everything at max range, and Ward of the Damned has really good sustain and some of the best long-range pressure and like close range denial of any defensive. It's like if you want a defensive that just stops people getting to you, then Ward of the Damned is the best for it. And it's a lot stronger than it was last patch because it's able to manage its own skeletons to not hit counters, and it gets them off the field. Not only that, but the skeletons are actually like beneficial because the explosion damage that they do is pretty significant when it lands. Oh, I missed. It's fine. Oh, okay. Deny the freeze. Also, the recast damage, when you play the duel for extra recast damage on Ward of the Damned, that actually does a lot too. And you can hit through defenses with it. Chaos Dash is an Chaos Dash with improvements, say you can deploy the second shadow. So I don't know what you mean there, Alexi. How can you cast it? Oh, that's just one of the plugins of the server. It just turns people into a pig when they lose a fight. So you never actually, like, you don't ever get killed if you lose a duel. You turn into a pig for a couple seconds. Oh, you tried to invis. Oh, that's unlucky. Big fan of this watered down Agony Skilly Bomb playstyle too. Do you think it's just better with Frost? No, I genuinely think that the Chaos Volley build is better with Ward of the Damned than it is the Freeze. Because, like, if you're playing the Frost Barrier, Frost Dash, you may as well just be playing Frostbat anyway. And also, something I was saying about is, with Freeze being so good, in a squad you have, like, a ton of people wanting to play Frost spells. But if you have too many of that, then you're going to just stack Freeze DR like crazy, and it just becomes a waste. So at that point, it's very valuable to have builds that are able to play a mix of spell trees, so you're not like overcapping on diminishing returns. Oh, wait. No, I live those. Returning to V Rising after a long break. I don't remember how much the PvP part of the game. Is there a build you can recommend to me? Like, if you've not played in what I've been recommending to everyone pretty much is playing the Frost build, Frostbat, Frost Barrier. So if you did play the PvP a while ago, if it was as early as Legacy, then you might be familiar with that one. It depends if a while ago was talking like Gloomrot 1.0 or Legacy. Oh no, he baited that. I don't know. I didn't know if he saw the recast or not. Ah, I got nothing. Ah, the spooky ghost got me. Also, you can play range against this build, which kind of puts it. Well, this build should beat most things at max range. Like, volleys hit too hard to, like, keep up with, like, at long range. And you just heal from Ward of the Damned, too, if they camp it. Why do you use Weaken Oil for weapons instead of Chaos? And, I kind of like having the CDR. I think Chaos overall is kind of strictly a bit better. But I was playing a bit with Chaos, and I was like, damn, I want to have the Phantasm. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I think, if you want to be optimal, then on almost everything you should be playing Chaos. But I've been liking Phantasm. Also, a small part of it, I like how it looks. I think Illusion Coat looks cool. It's not a good reason to play it, but that is one of. It fits the transmog I've got a lot better. A lot more coordinated. Oh, he actually didn't have anything. It's a shame I got froze for that. Getting the volley there would have been big. Ah, damn. No, I didn't have barrier in time. Oh. Okay. Him missing that's like kind of big. Wait, I need one more volley hit. There it is. Makes sense for the diminishing returns. Appreciate you being super attentive to chat. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I try and catch up a bit on chat in between each fight. Spear Q seems a lot weaker now. Yeah, that's because it is. It's been nerfed a lot, and especially in team play because you can't chain multiple together. But the damage itself is a lot lower than it used to be, and it's slower to come out. Is it worth playing the full blood build with Rage, Right Dash in 1v1s or solo? Yeah, I think that one's one of the better physical builds for sure. Like, the amount of sustain is really, really nice. And it's also a very honest build. I think it teaches you like quite good fundamentals of the game. Weapons combos you recommend for the Frost Barrier build? One thing I do say, don't change your weapons too much based on build. The only thing, Frost is actually a slight exception to that for me, because I think having axes is really, really important to get the refreeze combo. So I drop my twin blades for axes. But for the most part, you should try and keep your weapons the same, like regardless of what you're playing. Oh, he got that. No. Oh, giving him the dash auto and everything there was so... Oh, no. The equalizer. Oh. Or... I think I die. Oh my god, I do die. How do the blood spells? How is the blood spells at the moment? Yeah, blood spells. I think across the board, I'd say blood and chaos are in like close contention behind frost for like the second best spell schools. Was seeing you guys cook Roy's ground in the free verse. Yeah, that's the thing. They were playing as free, but that was like a really good raid. I think the fact it was so like down to the wire was good. Can you make act by act build for brutal PvP open world? Yeah, I can maybe do that kind of thing. I don't play a huge amount of open world, so I don't usually tailor much of my content towards that specifically. But I can maybe if I do another wipe, I can maybe like break down what I'm playing throughout the wipe. For example, last wipe I was playing like Frost Nova in early game. I went to claws like as soon as we got to iron weapons, and I was playing that for the majority of the wipe. And then as we got to like endgame content and raiding, that's when I went to like the tendril support build, because I needed like a full setup for that one to work. Whereas claws is like good in the mid game. Oh, I'm so dead this round. Oh, I played that awfully. Oh. Oh, hey, Chips is here. Is Dracula Shadow Armor still good for fizz builds? I think some people run it. I think it kind of depends, like, what you're playing and what stats you need from where. But I think some people are still playing it. What dual stats are you looking... Oh, yeah, funnily enough, that's actually really important for Ward of the Damned. Most importantly, you want your hitting skeletons apply agony, because otherwise the skeletons grief you. After that, you want the knockback. Then you want the heal. And then the final slot, you can either have the increased damage on recast or the damage reflect. Where's the Chips of E-Rising stream? He's the Marvel rivalry streamer for the most part. Yeah, to be fair, I think I don't know, to each their own, but I personally like arena content for the most part for streams, just because there's more happening. But that said, when it's like actual raids, the open world streams are really exciting to watch. But when it's like all of the downtime of just farming up, I guess it's a bit more chilled. But I'm just gonna send it. It worked. It's a bit more chilled, but I don't think it's like as good content. Like spell builds, but tend to struggle with figuring out how weapons work. It's not... They don't work too much differently from how they do with physical. It's like you're doing a decent amount of the same combos. I think the main difference is you're looking for like crowd controls and often iframes more than you potentially would be on physical, where they're like actually getting their raw damage from physical. You kind of need to have aggressive options more often. But it's very much kind of a personal flavor type thing as well. How you like playing your weapons. Like a lot of the time you can kind of tell who you're playing against, like even if they're playing on a different name, Just because everyone has sort of like very different kind of flavors of how they weapon swap. And there's not like a huge number of people who are like super good at the game to the point where you like can't tell who it is. So you often have people playing under different names, and it's just kind of like a guessing game of figuring out who it is. Funny enough, Lou Hayes is someone that does that a lot. There's so many times where he's playing under alt names, and he's like, "What? You didn't know who I was? Oh, how am I meant to know? You're swapping names all the time." I think I've mistaken Lou Hayes with Geo a few times. They do have some similarities. The strongest is it's kind of close, but yeah, I think overall spell power is a bit stronger than physical power. So they're still very good kind of top tier physical builds too, but I think overall there's stronger magic builds. Magic's just benefited so much off this patch. Like Dark Enchantment scaling off magic damage as well as coatings being a thing have helped Magic out a lot. Also, just having more magic type options, you're a lot less limited in what you can play. You got recast. Pew pew. Try the best PvP build for me. Mace, Void, Blood Fountain, 80% with him on 1v1. I won't play that today, Staz. I'm doing like one build per stream is my thing at the moment. But I said that anyone who's Twitch sub or YouTube member, I'll take like build suggestions and do those for a stream. So if there is anything in specific you'd like me to play, then yeah, you can do so by being a member. Whoopee. Oh. Oh no, I missed. It's really punishing to miss your chaos dashes now, because it puts you in a very bad spot if you don't have the recast and you use it at the wrong time. So it's like, oh, it has been such a good change though to Chaos Dash. The fact that you actually have to think about it's like a really big deal. Recast. No! Oh, the Skelly didn't grief, but the ghost got him. Oh, he gets his Frost Dash now probably. Oh, never mind, he missed it. Ah! If you can spear queue Corruption Bloods whilst they're getting hit by their ghosts, it's so big.
I think you guys want to train someone with 212 ping.
Oh no. Oh damn, wait, I'm a bit behind on chat, one sec. Have you considered creating some 1vx builds for the V-Rising meta fight? Yeah, it might be good to state some that are good 1vx, but double defense especially is always known for being good 1vx. Cyclone Discharge physical build so bad. Sadly, Cyclone Discharge has got ruined. Those spells are awful now, especially together. They just instantly stack up diminishing returns. They don't do any damage. Like, honestly, Cyclone is a awful spell. In fact, that I said about Corruption, like Corrupted Skull being the worst. But it's in contention with Cyclone, I'd say. It's really not good. Oh, this is a double offensive build. Okay, need to be careful. Illusion Dash 2 gets so few openings out. God, even just one hit there from what's it called? From the Chaos Barrage was a lot of damage. Okay, he's got nothing left after this is gone. Yep. Get a freebie. Ah, no. I need to force his recast there. You can't afford to make many mistakes versus this stuff. Because the openings that double offensive gets are big. And it actually has good neutral as well, so you kind of have to play aggressively. What weapons were nerfed and buffed this patch? Mace was nerfed, Whip was nerfed. I think those were... Oh, and Spear was nerfed. Sword was buffed, is probably the most significant. What's the most tanky build you can recommend? Like being the unkillable guy on my team. It'd probably be some kind of Scholar thing, like Scholar Brute, I suppose. Scholar Brute, maxed out spell power, double defensive passives. And then... I'm not sure actually if you'd... Because there's like a few different ways you can be tanky. You can be tanky through like high defensive uptime or just having like good tanky stats. So you could argue that like double defensive is tanky in a different way just because it doesn't have many openings. What do you think magic builds are better for 2v2s, 1v2? It's very, very dependent on the build. A lot of the magic builds are typically better in squads than 1v1s, but it very much depends what you're playing. Like, the Frost build, for example, is better 1v1s. Is your build good against minion build? Yeah, I mean, I imagine it would be, because you can kind of take advantage of enemy minions, because you heal so much off spell vamp. There's like no reason why I should ever take damage when they have minions. As long as I don't take perma damage, like, it's going to be really hard to deal damage to me with minions. And that's kind of the... Oh, damn. It's kind of the biggest problem that minions have, is the fact it, like, gives them all this healing. Oh, no. Oh. No, I didn't get a crit. That could lose me the round. Oh, no. Especially because he's kind of outplaying me here. Ah. No, I don't. Ah, I have the short in cap. I can't do that. Sadly, Tendrils doesn't pair very well with Freeze because it just immediately breaks it and then doesn't hit for anything. What weapon / build would you suggest for new players in PvP? I said sort of the solo claws if you want like an easy time getting into it. If you want to sort of try hard at the PvP, I think you should try the traditional Frost build, the spell variant most notably, because that teaches you a lot about weapon swapping and comboing. Oh, I get a million skeletons. Oh, he lives. He got so much spell vamp from the ulti there that he just survived like all the skellies there. Is the mace viable in Frost builds? Yeah, more so it's better in physical builds. I think good old Mr. Countdicula plays Frost Mace though. Do you interest in client mod which will help switch abilities? No, if you mean like sort of a macro, that kind of thing, I don't think that's like too important. Once you've got the muscle memory down on stuff, oh my god, he just healed me for 160 with that. Once you got the muscle memory down on stuff, you shouldn't really need any kind of like third party stuff to help with swapping, unless maybe you're on controller. I could see that making more sense. Oh, juked. No. Ah, that's bad. Oh, I think he used everything. Yeah. Oh. I don't have anything to dodge this actually. That's greedy. There's no way. Get away from that. Do you think it's feasible to become a top player in this game on 100+ ping due to OC being pretty dead? I think it's possible. Like there are a few players that have managed to like do really well despite playing on a high ping. I mean, it might be harder than it used to be, but I mean, back in Gloomrot, I talked a bit about like Swanify earlier.
Damn, Siru, you're not even playing?
He was winning. Oh my god, shut up!
I humbled some kids, man, and I was off, that's all.
He's winning EU tournaments, like whilst being on NA ping.
Online.
No, I play solo now, man. They stopped playing, so.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro, let me know, we could, you know.
Hell yeah.
Wait, these guys are so loud. One sec.
Gotta get back into it.
Of course you suck.
Full Chinese gameplay.
I mean,
Ni hao.
no way you play Chinese. This shit is fucking hard, man.
I mean, not anymore, I guess. But yeah, I used to. I was fucking cracked them.
I see.
In bronze.
Man, just play House of Lancaster. This shit is fucking broken.
I saw the new ones, yeah. Are they good?
Bro, like, the other one, what's it called?
Ah.
Templar is like, okay, it's balanced.
I can't hear myself think.
Lancaster is fucking broken.
One sec, jeez.
What is broken? Like horses
I-
or what?
Economy, man. And
There we go. Oh my god, that was so loud. Okay. Is Dracula Shadow Armor still good for fizz builds? It's worse than it used to be. You can still play it. And Grinset viable. There are places for it. I think overall I'm starting to think it might be a bit weaker, but I was playing it for my my Scholar Mutant build because you overcap on spell power if you play Maleficer and you don't care about the spell crit. So it makes that quite bad, and then you also don't really care about the physical stats most. So at that point, like the tank stats provided by Grim are a bit better than anything else you can take. Oh, I nearly got him. Ah. Oh, what? I tried to aim that away. I'm bad. Boom. Oh, there you go. Explosion. Only make them explode. Oh, is that talking about the skellies? Yeah. Seen you so many times on the sub, but never fought you. Yeah, I mean, if you see me, then yeah, feel free to like ask me for a fight or whatever. Oh, he cancelled me halfway through it. Ah, no, that was badly played by me. I got cancelled out my dash. I'm so fucked now. Oh. What's good build for pistols? Pistols you play with every build. They're a very good weapon. Not sure how much defensive stats I can still have. Is DR... No, you can't have damage reduction on weapons anymore. Great Sword's like a pretty integral part of PvP as well. It's got a really good Q approach. Its E is a little bit outclassed by Pistols, because Pistols has a faster one. But Great Sword has good Q and good auto attacks. It's got the hardest hitting autos. Did someone talk about ping? How do you practice weapon swapping and getting good at it? I think it sort of depends, like, how you learn best. I sort of added one weapon at a time, and I think playing Frost helps you as well, because it forces you to do certain weapon swap combos. Sort of people set their phones. yeah, they were like that. OD builds using Grim? It might be. I'm not sure, I'd have to double check. Fizz builds, should I play with Fizz builds, it's case by case. You, like... You could end up playing any of the three, like, physical armors for that. Oh, the Skelly ruined me. There's no way he gets that. Oh, I did it the wrong angle. I need a cooldown reset there. It's not the end of the world that I missed it. I was in like a really bad spot if I didn't Merc charge out that corner. I had like no defensive. Ah. No, I was so slow on that cast. There we go. How many hours do you have? I've got 1.5k. It's for me. You got to start. So what weapon? Okay, you should get used to pistol and slasher swaps as early as you can. Because those are like your weapon iframes that you should be using. That's like the most important of all, I reckon. Oh, slow on my. Oh, can't be throwing tendril into that. $169 heal. Oh, he missed. I don't have a dash, I get frozen. Unless. Pew pew. Anyone want to train a new guy with 200 ping? What the most common weapon combos be going for? The standard bread and butter is to get a freeze, do Axie, and then do 2 frostbats. Or either 2 frostbats or end with a spear Q. It's depending how you get the initial freeze. The important part though is doing the Axie to refreeze in between if you want to max damage. I had a recall. Oh wait, he wasted his recast there. Oh, also I'm bad. Ah. I still have dash. Oh my god. No, I missed. That's so bad. Yeah, Zera's giving good advice on the swaps there. Like it's very much like, yeah, case by case how you want to learn it, but just learning that it's something that you need to do is like the important part. I think when people are sort of too arrogant about wanting to like not swap weapons, they're probably only going to get to a certain level. Because to be as optimal as possible, you do eventually need to learn weapon swaps. It'll be a crutch otherwise if you stick to like solo weapons only. So although I've mentioned about sort of the solo weapon builds, I don't think it's like it should be the only thing you play long term. Whoa, that leap was crazy. Ah, I thought he was going to try and hit me with that. Recast. Oh, no, 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 no. He's got artifact sword. Okay. Skelly War. No, I missed my ward on them. Okay, go get him, go get him. No. Wait, he's used E, right? He only has dash left. Okay, he's got E back now though. I can't do anything. Wait. Now he shouldn't have it. He had dash back! Oh, and he barely lifesteals through that. Oh, you're kidding me. What's the minimum weapons you could play Frostbat with? I mean, if you're playing Frost, you definitely want to get to a full hotbar eventually, because Frost struggles as it is. Even with 8 swaps, it would rather have more than that. So I think definitely try and get like used to a full hotbar once you can. But I think to begin with, you need to get most used to spear, your iframes, and axes for Frost specifically, because you want to know that like axie combo to be optimal with it. And then you can start potentially adding other stuff like sort of the whip or the sword, like those kind of things. Oh no. Wait, he doesn't actually have a defensive now. But... No! Oh, that's slow on getting that. What's the AoE build? I mean, the really obnoxious one is Void and Reign of Chaos. Hi, if you can, could you recommend some build for both duos? As in for you and your duo to both play. I think if that's what you mean, I think it's like better to have kind of a mixed setup if you're in duos or squads. You want to sort of like take on different roles a bit. Like right now, I think it's good to have at least one physical player in a squad, probably both in duos and in squads. So like a sort of standard defensive physical setup together with a good spellcaster setup, I think is like probably the best duo right now. Whip. Oh, I missed. Ah, I get froze hit. Fuck it. We send it. Start Arctic Storm? Yeah. That's why Ward is so good into this spell. Like, every other defensive has a bad time, except Ward of the Damned, because Ward of the Damned cheats. But I'm bad. Okay, still winnable. I need to not let him get in Arctic Storm range. Ah! Oh my god. No! Oh, got it. Whip. Thoughts on Grave... Don't say Grave Cooler only builds, no. Grave Cooler is a very good artifact now, though, because E hits really, really hard. So even though the Q doesn't get any benefit in PvP, what's it called? The E's really good. What about Whippy instead of Axie? No, the Whippy doesn't hit hard enough. You need to actually break the freeze for the Frost combo. Whippy doesn't do like any damage really. So yeah, you wouldn't want to do Whippy. Also, Whippy's just very unreliable because it's broken by Chaos Burns. And I don't know if it's still a thing, but it was getting broken by the Spear diminishing returns as well. So because of that, I really don't think that you want to be running what's it called? Oh, I've lost my train of thought. Ah. Playing versus chains is making me like... Oh, yeah. You don't want to be using whip for the E very often. That's what I was going to say. Ah. Wait, he's used E. Okay. Just need him to use E now. He's down. Frost dash down. Bap. Can I see jewels on that? No, sadly that's like the big thing that's missing on info from the website. There are some of the builds that talk about jewels in the description, but it is actually it's not there for the most part. So yeah, sorry about that. It is like jewels is like a really big thing because of the number of things there are. But hopefully we are going to have something soon that is like builds that show the jewels and everything as well. So it's not on my website currently, but the plan is there is going to be a website with that kind of thing too. Oh, I can't try and cancel it. Ah, I get froze. Oh no, I don't get this off. Ah, shit. I needed to use 2 cooldowns there. The dash alone wouldn't have taken me far enough. Come on, I can't be hitting into this. Damn it, Skelly. What are you doing? What kind of PvP servers do you recommend for beginners to PvP? I mean, if you want to practice, play on the arena. Aside that, probably just play on officials is overall going to be more new players on there. Full of the relevant. Well, I'm going to need to become a Frost player. Uh-oh. What gear set do you want to recommend with... Oh, with Draculan Scholar, you pretty much always play Maleficer. It's the only, like, true spellcaster set. The only time you wouldn't play Maleficer is if you're playing Enhanced Conductivity, the passive, because you'll end up overcapping your spell power if you play Maleficer set with that. You can't Arctic Leap anymore. He tried to Arctic Leap again there. I get Frost Dash here, I think. Unless. Oh, hello. Why do you call it Whippy and Axie? Oh, Whippy and... No, I'm saying as in the E ability. So, yeah, Whip E, Axe E. Yeah. Yeah, as Chipson says. Mr. Whippy. What server does Yumiko play on? I think there's a server called Megara at the moment he's on. Me, Chipster, and Biscuit Doan were thinking of playing on that one too. But we've not started on it yet. But they're actually for this time, so I think it's just a pain in the ass because it's a brutal server, but it would be really cool to play 4v4 against them this time. What are you running for the Chaos Volley? People actually play a bit of variety for Chaos Volley. Mine's just like completely loaded with damage. It's got the 3 damage rolls, and then it's got the projectile range and speed. But you can alternatively drop like maybe the agony buff for the like knockback, but I don't know, I prefer the triple damage roll. This build is bad for lightning. Oh, as in it's a bad matchup for him. Yeah, I'm not sure if you mean like playing lightning with the build I'm on, or the one he's on. I don't think it's like an especially awful matchup or anything with what he's got right now, but. Oh, that's a bad time to get hit. Oh my god. The 2 chains. Ah. That's really unfortunate timing again. Wait, what? Where's my recast? I thought I had a reset. Oh, a 218 hit though. Ah, bad Greatsword Q. That's a really, really bad trade. If you ever get Greatsword Q cancelled like that, it's not good. Whip in. Oh, that was far too aggressive of him to try and cross up my barrier like that. He got a bit impatient. Yeah, the Skelly would... like, the Skellies would provide some defensive, then it would be bad, no? Oh, no. So, that's the reason why you play Agony Skeletons. Because they don't hit defensives. So if you manage, or if you don't manage to apply Agony, then the Skeletons can grief you. But so long as whenever you spawn Skeletons, you recast the barrier on them, then yeah, you don't get griefed by the defensives. Oh, he's on Void. Huh. Oh yeah, this is a double offensive setup now. Ah, damn it. Oh, I wasn't able to recast in time. Winnable. The trouble is, when you get to this kind of health against Void, you are going to get killed eventually, just by the chip damage. Because he has really, really low cooldowns as well, so you can't iframe everything. But the more stuff you can deny, the better, because whenever he gets a Draculin proc from a crit, he's going to get like his cooldowns lowered. So you want to try and prevent his CDR as much as possible. It's like very very high momentum though. So it's super hard to dodge everything. You kind of need to stay aggro against it, because if you play slowly, you're just going to like lose to the projectile spam. Shit. Okay, that's good though. He's getting close to lethal range of Merc Charge. I think he still had E there. There we go, nice. What do you think's the strongest arena build? I'd say it's the Frostbat Frost Barrier one. Like as far as I've been able to tell, I think if you can play Frost well right now, then it just has like way bigger and more consistent combos than anything else. These like double offensive ones like really do keep up though. Like they are very very good as well. So I don't think they can be understated. You just have to kind of run them down though. If you give them like any breathing room, then it's super hard to beat. Ah, I think I die. Ah, no man. What? I don't even know what I was chilled by. Feels like you'd struggle against double defensive. Yeah, with these spells, it wouldn't be the best, but Ward of the Damned actually has a decent amount of AoE. Because the recast itself hits for an okay amount if you take the damage duel. And then you also have Agony Skeleton, so if they're hitting into your defensive a lot, then you have even more AoE pressure through that. But yeah, look, like that's a 71 hit for just a single Agony Skeleton. Like that damage adds up a lot. So it's definitely weaker than some stuff versus AoEs, but I think it's a lot better than if you play Chaos Barrier, for example, with this, then that struggles like way more than Ward of the Damned. Yeah, here you go. Hover over Ward of the Damned. Those are the jewels for it, if that's what you're interested in. Oh, struggle against double defensive with Frost. No. Like, a big thing to play against double defensive with Frost, you play a different Frost Dash duel. Like, you need to play with, probably instead of the Elude duration, you can play with the Nova when Clone expires, and then you weapon swap for Clone Explosions, which are AoE. It gives you a way to, like, do quick freezes even through defensive, because you can do Frost Dash, weapon swap, and then recast Frost Barrier. And it sounds cooldown expensive, but the way it plays out in actual fights is a lot better than it sounds, because you're Frost Dashing reactively to when they dash in. So obviously you don't get your Frost Dash hit, but they don't ever get their dash hit in either. So it's like a very advantageous trade to play that duel. Like that duel is one of the most underrated. I think there are situations where you wouldn't want it. If you're going for like sort of Chips' build, for example, where you have so much value tied to the dash, you basically always want elude duration. But if you're going for maximum number of freezes, then this duel's like so much better than the elude duration. Or arguably, I think Count Dicula actually plays with both. He plays with the recast explosion thing, but then he also plays what's it called? He also plays the elude duration. So I think he has like lower value on the dash itself. He heals so much. Close. Lower value on the dash itself, but a lot more way to get freezes. PvP tips for someone only 4 hours in the game. I think one of the biggest things I say to begin with, pay a lot of attention to cooldowns. Like this game, it's all based around trading cooldowns. You need to... One of the early things to teach yourself to do is like try and identify like what spells, like what abilities people are using, and like what openings it's giving them. Because any sort of experienced player, they're going to be keeping track of what you have and using that to get their openings. For example, they're like Luhe's new. He had no cooldowns left, and I was probably going to Merc Charge. He uses Arctic Leap because it's like his one defensive left that stops him getting Merc Charge and taking like huge bursts of damage. It's like constant little interactions like that you need to be keeping track of, both of yourself and of the other person. And I mean, the big ones are like the dashes and defensives. You don't want to hit into people's counters, and you want to deny the enemy's dashes whilst hitting your own. Those are like two very, very big parts of the game. Best coating for Fizz PvP? Generally speaking, you could play Chaos coating on anything. Would you say Crit Frost or OG Frost? I'd actually say I did actually put the variation of it on there, but I think the Crit Frost but Scholar 2 instead of Rogue is slightly better, I reckon. Just a lot more tanky. Oh, I'm so bad. Ouch, I just took so much Chain Lightning. Got him. No, I don't have anything left. Oh no, I thought Skelly was in the way. Yeah, 218k. Yeah, I've had people say a few times this stream now just how high the Chaos Volleys are hitting for. When you have like all the buffs applied and it's the second hit, it can hit for a lot. I've been getting into Aftershock as an ability. Is it snare knockback in the duel? I've been doing illusion counter with it, but curious on your experience on how to build it. I think it pairs quite well with other chaos spells, so you can take advantage of Agonizing Flame. But outside of that, it is very good utility, like you say, with the snare and everything. So yeah, I've not seen anyone play it with Mistrance, but that is like an interesting take on it. Like I could see it being good because it's just very good at max range. Does elude duration increase the buff duration or what? Yeah, basically the main purpose of it, like dashes are the main thing that people will try to use their counters and defensives against. And elude duration makes the dash buff last so long that you can fully wait out. You can fully wait out one of their defensives in order to get your dash off. Like that's the huge strength of it. God damn, I went crazy that round. Been using Draculan Corrupted as Bloods. Okay, I like that. Like you do have like such short cooldowns playing that combo. I think it's like it's risky, but if you want to be flashy, I think that's a really good mix to do. I was watching a bit of Nemesis' stream yesterday when he's playing it on Frost. It looks so cool actually, like, especially when you get combos like where you freeze and then like spear Q into one of the corruption like Wraith things. It's so cool. Oh, for your spell weapon, spell power, spell crit damage, spell CDR. If you play it non-crit, swap crit damage for spell leech. So crit frost scholar, yeah. I'd say that's probably the order it goes in. What's the three best weapons to begin with? Spear, pistol, slasher. Pistol, slasher are your two iframes, and spears you do like most your auto attacks with and your like dash attacks with. Is a greatsword Q Macy combo still a thing, or should I swap to Twin Blades? I think Twin Blades is a lot better than Mace for the most part. Macy got nerfed quite significantly, so it's nowhere near as essential as it used to be. And Twin Blades is like a very, very well-rounded weapon. It's got a good Q, and it's got a good like crowd control on E that doesn't have diminishing returns. Whereas Mace, on the other hand, it does have diminishing returns because it's an in-cap. So yeah, definitely try and get used to Twin Blades over Mace, I'd say. The only time I'm not running Twin Blades at the moment is if I'm playing Frost, I'm running Axes instead. How can you take wild blood from animals? So one of the changes in the update, you can actually imprison pretty much anything now, with like a few rare exceptions. So you can't make like most of them into servants, but you can use them for blood. Oh, I need to dash there. That's annoying. Oh. Oh, that is a bad time to use barrier. Like, after a polarity shift, if they're playing polarity void, they're going to follow up with a void basically after every polarity. Because it applies a snare, so it's a good time to line up the AoE. How do you slander mace? Yeah, I don't know. I've been the number one. Yeah, I've been like the number one mace supporter for a while, but this patch it's got to a point where I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I dropped it at the start of last patch as well, and ended up swapping back to it. So who knows? But I know I'm back on the whip because I think coatings has made whip like so much better because it's such like an easy way to proc your coatings and dash autos as well. If someone keeps repercuing you, then you just start autoing with like whip range instead of spear range, and it just screws up their muscle memory a bit. Mace hits insanely hard these days. I did see I saw a clip of someone like with the full physical buffs getting the freeze and then hitting like a 700 damage mace Q. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. I've not actually played much mace, to be fair. It's one of those things you have to redo muscle memory so much when you swap weapons, or you just like start doing stupid stuff. Oh no, I'm loving whip again. You know what? I don't even think that whip's that toxic anymore. I think like the first attacks being slower now does kind of help. It's still a bit toxic because it's like so brain dead. Oh, that's rude. He's playing Soulburn. Because you obviously don't have to aim it anywhere near as much as pistols. But I don't think it's strictly better mid-range than pistols anymore in the way it used to be. Did he just recast on his... Oi! Oh no, that's so bad. I've ran out of cooldowns too. Like I just get fucked now. Ah! Like with the cast time as well. Wait, why is he getting? He got like so many I swear he just cast that 3 times. Okay, I need to try and not play in melee. Yeah, so if I think he uses E. Oh, I thought he E'd. Nice. I need to do a lot more instacasts on my thing. Oh no. Like yeah, because I can't hold it out as I was before. He's just gonna interrupt it with Soulburn. I got my whip Q interrupted too. Bang. 88 from the Skelly is pretty good. Coating compensates for the damage, yeah, for sure. Like especially when you're a spell power build anyway, and the autos themselves are barely doing anything. It's so big having those coating procs. Okay, it's fine. I didn't hit myself with the blood, right? It's not too bad. Another 218 volley. Even then, like, Warders of Damned still doesn't have a particularly particularly bad matchup into Soulburn in the way that the other defensives do. Because of the fact that you can just, like, early recast it for the knockback, like, it's pretty good. Like, oh my... Counters get screwed over so much harder. Also, I did the impatient thing of double casting my Merc charge there. That's bad. Shit. Fuck you. Oh, no counter. Oh! Oh, it's too late on the... Okay. What's going on with his Soulburn casts? They're a lot faster than they used to be. Like I say, I think Soulburn's actually a better spell than it was before. Even though it doesn't have as, like, anywhere near the, like, big trades it had before, what it actually does now is so strong. Because it's just like an easy sort of on-demand cancel for stuff. So it makes it a lot healthier as well. I don't think Soulburn is like toxic by any means anymore. What are the substats for Twin Blades? I've actually using a scuffed one. I wouldn't play these stats. I don't know why I have max health on it. I'd have a physical crit as the last one, but the optimal weapon stats, in terms of the physical size, it kind of depends where your current spell caps are at. Like, where you're getting stats from other sources, you may want to adjust your weapon stats. Oh, on your spear. On my spear, I always run physical power, spell power, weapon skill power, because Thousand Storm scales a lot off of spell power as well. So you want to have spell power maxed out when you're doing Q. Is there a reason you have crossbow and bar? I want a ranged weapon, and I also have it as like my default muscle memory spell weapon. There are some things that the E is really useful for as well. The biggest use of all is if someone's playing the Crimson Beam ultimate, then crossbow E is the best cancel for it. And longbow's better for if you're physical, because it's like so much more damage, but you don't really care about its damage when you're playing with spells, because you're only going to be using it very occasionally as like a combo finisher with coating procs and stuff. Oh, I thought he was going to dash in there. Oh. I kind of didn't mean to do that, but hey, it works. Oh shit, he had a recast since when? Yeah, the counterplay's a lot better now than it used to be. Loving the electric Arctic Storm build. It's amusing, just not endgame. Yeah, I think it does fall off a bit in endgame stats. It power spikes earlier, but I was saying earlier actually, I'm starting to think I may be overrating Arctic Storm, because I'm not sure anymore if it's that good. It's still toxic. I just don't know if it's that strong. Base Twin Blade given by Arena going ham. Yeah, I need to change it. That is the default one. Spear Q doesn't exist. I can't hurt you. Hey, yeah, Fool is right. The crossbow E is really, really strong. And there are less good E abilities than there are Q abilities. So I think I'd rather have like the E than the Q, because longbow has a bad E, crossbow has a bad Q, so you kind of pick your poison. Draculan Scholar is something though, so OP. Yeah, it is. It's huge. My guns, I play move speed, physical power, and weapon skill cooldown rate. I don't really care about the damage on my pistols, because I'm very rarely, like, since I'm spell power once again, I'm like very rarely using pistols for their damage. or like using the like if you're playing artifact pistols, then you want them like with bis physical rolls, but I use them as more of a defensive utility weapon with the stats I have on. It helps like make my EA shorter cooldown. The E's a shorter cooldown, and what's it called? And I move faster with them. I used to, my pistols in 1.0, I played damage reduction on them too, and I would do the same now. Because then you swap to them like whilst you're getting comboed, but sadly that's not a stat anymore. L and K are bound to mouse buttons. Yeah, crossbow Q is less bad now for sure. There is like more of an argument for using it. Although it has to compete with like twin blade Q, I think overall is like a bit better. Ah, no. Oh, wait, I didn't get cancelled. Okay, he's E'd. Where's your dash? Where's your dash? Use your dash. Okay, there it is. Oh, it's late on my E. I'm bad. Yeah. You shouldn't spam the E on crossbow for sure. It's like a really bad... I mean, I got so brain rotted by playing Siren's Wail. I had to get out the habit of that. It's actually something I tried to do at the end of 1.0 because I figured like, I mean, there is no way that weapon would have gone by without getting nerfs because people complained about it such a tremendous amount that there was like no way it's going to stay in its current state. So I got in the habit of like not relying on it as much towards the end of the patch. But throughout a lot of 1.0, I was just like, yeah, completely brain rotted into pressing that all the time. Is Whip good for PvP? Yep, it's still very good. It's been nerfed, it's still really strong. It's still like a very strong mid-range auto, and the Q is incredibly good. Like you see me spamming the Q like all the time at the moment. Because it's just like it's a very safe like trade option. Because you deny them getting a trade whilst also getting a trade yourself. Good reaction by Luhaze. And yeah, since what's it called? I don't do much physical damage anyway. The whip Q's really good just for the positioning advantage it gives. And it like often chains into spells afterwards. It doesn't true combo into anything, but it does like put you up in a nice spot to get conversions to projectiles. He gets hit by the Agni Skelly. It's not like an awful trade for me there. Oh, if that landed, he might have died. Oh, what am I doing, man? Yes, 255 on the volley. Holy sh... Whip Q's so annoying. Yep, it is. Though I think it does have a what's it called? A longer cooldown than other Qs. Yeah, but these considering it's a full damage setup, it is like incredibly tanky because of the healing. The E still feels like this weak. Yeah, I mean, Whippy would be so broken if it weren't for like the clunky parts of it being cancelled by Chaos and the spear diminishing returns. Like that's the thing that stops it being appealing. No skill required weapon too, right? I mean, come on, Fallen, you know me. I'm never going to shy away from something in this game because it's cheap. I've always played scummy stuff. I think he did use stuff. Oh my god, he's miles away. Oh, duh! Okay, that's awful. I didn't cancel my spear in time to get the cooldown back. And whoop Q. Yippee! 69 damage. Can you show the gem for Chaos Volley? Yeah, sure thing. It's the triple damage rolls and then projectile range and speed for the Chaos Volley. Chapel, you're good. It doesn't require skill. That doesn't mean... Wait, that doesn't mean you have to be good. Oh yeah, Aegis Lance. Oh yeah, it's too toxic to be in the game, but I miss Aegis Lance so much. It's still like by far my favorite build I played. That and the what's it called? The Gloomrot Cyclone were like my two favorite. 1.0 Cyclone was just toxic. I hated that shit. But Gloomrot Cyclone, you felt like a genius whilst you were using that. It felt so big brain. What's a good build for outdoor fights 1vx? I'm using illusion mobility right now. Do you have any tips? Yes, it's quite a common question, like the what's good 1vx. And the main thing I always say for that is double counter setups are like especially good, because the more people you're against, the more people you have to proc counters, and as long as you're getting your counters procced, you have like full defensive uptime. Ah, slow on my... Oh no, that was a good trade. For him, I mean. Oh, I can't do anything about that. He had a ghost proc. Oh, the 2/4/4 Lance. I mean, Lance. I'm thinking about Crystal Lance again. I miss it. Oh my god, I couldn't see him. Nice. What are the best Legos for spell-focused builds? Generally speaking, a Speaku's like the big one, because Thousand Storm scales so hard off spell power that it gives you like a really good spell damage punish. The artifact weapons overall are a bit less important for scholars than like, or for spell builds and physical builds. But yeah, Spear's the big one, and then either of the slashers, Wings of the Fallen or the Lightning slashers based on preference. And the third artifact after that, or like any other artifacts, aren't super important. Oh, wait, whoops. 57. It is 100%. Is there any good builds with discharge? Typically the more aggressive ones, so something like Blood Rage Discharge or Discharge Soulburn would be most ideal with it. Hit another target for increased damage is wasted on 1v1s. Ah, well that's where you're wrong, because you can miss the first Chaos Volley and the second one gets a buff. So not hitting anything with the first one counts as a different target. So yeah, I'm assuming it still works that way. I'm pretty certain it does still work that way. So yeah, that's why it's still good for 1v1s. So the funny thing is, if you get a like slashery with like a full duration slashery, the optimal combo is actually to miss your first volley and hit the second if you have this duel. Is the Miss Spear a good spell? It's better than it was. It has its I think it did get buffed somehow. I forget what actually changed. No! Wait. Uh-oh. Wait, are we playing against a double counter setup? I'm not looking forward to this. Yeah, we are. Okay. Gonna have to lock in versus double counter, man. Holy shit. Ah, what? Oh, is his ghost, of course. Ah, like I do have ways to manipulate this matchup with my Ward of the Damned. Like it's super winnable. I've not played this matchup much yet though. I played it a little bit versus Biscuit, but I do need to lock in a bit. Ah shit. Nah, he still had the second. Okay. And hitting the Merc charges is going to be important. But I can poke him down a little bit with the what's it called? The Ward of the Damned. Just any kind of stray hit on Volley and Ward of the Damned, I can get slow poke off. But I'm gonna have to be so patient right now. Because his neutral game's like so much better in this matchup. It's gonna be hard to find any openings. Oh damn it. Nice. See, because it is kind of easy to get like Agni Skeleton hits when he's using Illusion Dash and 2 counters like that. There we go. Oh shit. Slow and steady, but yeah, these are going to be long fights if I play against a double counter. There we go. Oh god. Good opening. But yeah, that's the main thing. Double counter's like such a big test of... It's a test of patience. It's also like... It's the biggest... what's it called? I'm not sure the word of it. It's like a test as to whether your build is like actually good. If it can deal with double counter, that's kind of one of the necessities for a good build. You need to have a good matchup into this. Like, in some way, you need like some kind of tools for it. Because otherwise you're going to have like a really tricky time. No. But the thing is, they do take more damage than normal because of the fact that they have corruption blood. So there are a lot of ways to deal poke. Like, even though they have very few openings, like if you do get hits, you're going to be hitting for like more damage than you would be against most people. That's a bad ice block. Oh, he mispressed. Oh, unlucky. Ah, no. I tried to cancel that. That's good, though. He got hit by his own ghost there, so it's not actually a bad thing. Okay. What you gonna do? But yeah, Fallen, can you kind of see what I mean about like the Ward of the Damned being good against this? Because you're just like constantly dealing poke with like the recast, but then also just the skeletons. Like whenever agony skeleton's going off, it's like following his dashes, following him whilst he's doing the counters. And yeah, it puts you in a pretty good spot. And if he projectile camps me, then I heal off his projectile, so he has to be like really careful with how he uses them. And on the flip side of that, if he gets hit by stray chaos volleys, then he's gonna get out traded. Like right now, if he doesn't take a proper engagement, I'm just gonna heal off of my Ward of the Damned. Although he did get some poke in there. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna play patient if the fight keeps going like this. Because there's no reason for me to over-aggress and like end up losing a lead. Although that was pretty bad to mess up. Oh my god. There we go. Good straight hit. Oh, I meant to cancel cast that. Okay. Do do dee do do. Do do dee do do. Oh no. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, wait, he shouldn't have anything up now though. Ah, he still had that. Oh, what? Oh, that's so unlucky. Oh, close one. Oh, one sec, I need to check on. What have I missed? What's a good spell that pairs well with Void? Void pairs well with a lot of stuff. So it kind of whatever you're feeling. I genuinely think Void can be paired with anything quite well. You just want to make sure you have the spell power so it gets value. Can you show the blood mix real quick? Yeah, I'm currently running Draculin's Scholar 3. So Scholar 2 is like the more defensive version, but 3 makes my Merc Charge hit harder. Right Surge, like yeah, that's the trouble. Like a lot of the like more honest physical builds don't have like any good tools at all for this. I messed up so bad there. And that's the trouble. I get like an impatient start, and then it's like it's really hard to find footing. Oh, you're kidding me. And the ghost hit me? That's rude. There you go. Oh, God. Bye-bye. See, like, there isn't many openings. There is way to force openings. Like, it is so build dependent, though, like, how you deal with it, but... I can't do anything about that one. Like, you kind of have to accept that a lot of their counters are going to be triggered. I mean, especially when I have skeletons as well. Also, there's no way that hit, right? I've got no thingy now as well. Wait, you use both? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh god. It really does take like a lot of pace out though when you have to play this patiently. Like I've got to concentrate like so much harder than the other fights. Like you're not allowed to autopilot versus these builds, because that's how you lose. Like as soon as you start like autopiloting whatsoever, you're just going to start like falling for the counters and everything, and then it's like it's impossible to win whilst you're triggering stuff. Haha, splat. I mean that's kind of what I like as well. Sometimes the corruption blood double defensives, they just get themselves killed, like with the effects of the blood. It's kind of funny when that happens. Good fights. One sec. Oh wait. Ugh, I didn't mean to open that. One sec. Could you please show your passive choices? Yeah, sure thing. So I'm running both the Chaos passives with Turbulent Velocity, Bastion, and Dark Enchantment. Like, these two are like super standard on 90% of builds. It's like mostly these three that you customize. And Turbulent Velocity is a generically like pretty nice buff. Ward of the Damned has always been able to... Yeah, that's the thing. It's always been like an anti-defensive defensive. And Gloomrot was the absolute peak of that when it was like straight up cancel them. It's nice that it's somewhat returned to that, except in a way that's like not quite as obnoxious. Like the recast is still pretty broken because it like cancels spear queues and everything, but it's nice how it counters defensives in a way that isn't as oppressive as just straight up like denying them. Could you say a little on how you utilize the twin blades in weapon swapping scenario? No worries. I don't think I've talked about it a huge amount, to be fair. The main two uses it has, the Q is a really good like range AoE. So if it's like a slow fight, you're poking at range, then you often be using the Q, and sometimes you can mix up with the approach. And then the E is just like a really good standard bread and butter combo tool. Like you just combo E into an auto attack. So you'll often do something like Greatsword Q into Twin Blade E. So if you're ever in mid-range and you're wondering something to get some damage off, then doing a Twin Blade E is like a good option. Is it me, or did you nail most builds in your website tier list? I haven't noticed much movement, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I think I do need to move some stuff around though. I've not been brilliant at updating it just because I've been doing all the videos and streams alongside that, but I do want to try and move some stuff about. But I think for the most part, the predictions have been quite good. How often does Dark Enchantment really proc in PvP? It's very niche, but when it does, it's a ton of value. So I think if there is one of the two you don't take, it would be Dark Enchantment, especially on physical where it doesn't have as big a shield anyway. But the thing is, when it does proc, it saves your life. So it's worth taking just for that fact, and you still get like a bit of damage reduction even if it's not for the fact it procs. And yeah, like Fallen said, if you're in a team combo, then it's gonna proc a lot. Like in 1v1s, they'll proc less often unless they're playing a really bursty build. Best spell shield in the game right now, it's Frost Barrier. Frost Barrier is just really generically good. Bat Mosquito Spider one shot. I've not seen much of the Spider combo this patch, so I'm not sure. I think it'd be less good just because of the existence of Dark Enchantment, but at the same time, it also gained the fact that it has guaranteed spell resets. So I don't know. It's one of those where you have to really be good at it for it to get value in the first place. But I imagine it's still going to be good if you know how to play it. Holy! Oh my god, he really wanted to punish that. May I have website? I think there you go. I got it copy pasted. Saw your last stream and you said the server used mods. Is there a way to install them on your own server? I don't think, yeah, I don't think the mods are public anywhere, I'm afraid. But to be fair, a lot of the most important functionality in V Arena is kind of part of the base game now anyway, because the whole of arena system in game is actually really, really good. So if you haven't tried that at all on your own server, then I'd give that a go. Like you obviously you won't have the game modes and stuff, which is like the other big part of the arena, but you will at least have the core arena experience if you just use the in-game one. Oh, he's a holder. I swear he had counter up, he just didn't use it there. Wait, he does have a counter, right? Yeah, he does. Oh my god, he's such a holder. He wasn't using that at all. I got kind of lucky there. What's the best build you think? Right now I've been saying the traditional, or not traditional Frost, but the Frostbat Frost Barrier build with Draculin Scholar 2. It's not the best in all content. That is important to note. I don't think there is like an objectively best build in all content, which is it's kind of nice to see. Like there is so much variety being played right now, which is like really cool. Bap bap. No! Oh, the curtain screwed me. But yeah, curtain with Bloodright does make it really hard to get my openings for Chaos Volleys. But, that, like I was sort of saying earlier, why Ward of the Damned is so good with this. That's one of the big reasons, because if you play, Chaos Barrier, which does synergize very well, it cannot deal with AoEs. You have no way to deal with AoEs. So you're just screwed as soon as you run into like... If I was playing versus that corrupted double defense build, and I had a Chaos Barrier on, I could not win. I genuinely don't know how I'd win. Unless the guy like didn't know what he was doing at all, and that guy he did have a good idea of how to play it. Oh, I get froze hit. Oh, unless. Luhaze is good with his pistols. I feel like he uses them for his dash autos a bit too much. It's especially weak into this build as well to use too much pistols, because Ward of the Damned loves being range spammed, because it's what gives you all your healing. So someone that uses pistols a lot, it's really good against. Funnily enough, the one of the builds I was playing towards the end of Gloomrot, the main intention of it was to be like physical pistol spam, and it is playing Cyclone with Ward of the Damned. And yeah, pretty much like they would just hit into your Ward of the Damned, give you healing, and then Cyclone was just able to take like these big damage combos. So the downside of Cyclone at the time is able to, well, it proc counters, so it was particularly bad if you got against things like Bloodright, because they'd be able to proc their counters on demand. Oh, that's bad, bad whip Q. But if you were playing against the meta staple build of Bloodright Aegis, then you actually had a really, really good matchup. So it's like a couple of gimmick spells that paired really well against what was meta. And that's one of the nice things about this game. Like, a lot of the times there are solutions to beating stuff. that are not quite as obvious. So it's part of the reason why I like this update so much as well, because you have so much freedom to customize stuff that I think there's going to be a lot of room for the meta to evolve just through like finding counters. Yeah, I've heard some PvPers being pretty like salty about this patch's balance just because of how like goofy some of the stuff is, but genuinely I really like it. I actually like playing versus the double defense corrupted as well, to be honest. Like I was saying, I had to play a lot slower. I don't necessarily hate that though. I think it'd suck if it was what everyone was playing, but for the sake of variety, it's actually a pretty interesting build in my opinion. But now I've been lucky today playing such a good build. I'm gonna be so bad when I have to play like a meme build again on another stream. Like I said, I genuinely think this is like my favorite build now for 1v1s. I really enjoy playing it. Like Frost is fun, but it's been around for ages now. That's Hot Biscuit. Hello. Like Frost has been around for ages now, whereas this it kind of feels like a completely fresh take. Yeah, he's right. Oi! Oh, I thought he was going to Reaper Q me there. I'm surprised he didn't. Okay, that's his E down. I need to force a dash, and then I get Merc Charge. Oh, never mind. Good reaction. No! That's cheating. The damage jewel. Oh. Wait, so I think I'm a bit behind. Rogue corrupted. Yeah, rogue, like any kind of corrupted build with perfect play is theoretically the best because it has like the best neutral. But it's so punishing when you do make mistakes. Strongest build for noobs. I like if you want an easy thing to pick up, I've been recommending the claw build. It's like quite easy to play because it doesn't involve swaps. And it's like quite simple, like it's quite intuitive what you're meant to do. Yeah, the variety alongside the hot fixes. Yeah, so like the only icing on the cake would be if they manage to do like a few sort of balance patches as well, just to kind of shuffle things about, but regardless of that, I really like it in its current state. This is like my favorite patch there's been since Gloomrot. What is the counter to ice? Funny, this is something I was thinking about, and this build is actually one of my ideas for doing that, because the skeletons deny the freezes, and you can play in a way to kind of deny ever getting yourself comboed. So even though Volley has a bad matchup into the frost barrier, so you could maybe play this with Void instead, but I do believe in these spells being good versus the frost matchup. Where can I see that build? I've not actually got this on the website yet. I was meaning to add it. The traditional Chaos one is the most similar to it. The main difference is it takes Ward of the Damned. But yeah, I was meaning to add this too. Making mistakes on Corrupted Rogue isn't too easy. Yeah, that's true. Like you have tools where you should like never really give them an opening, but mistakes are still punishing. Do you think the PvP community in this game is so small because of how sharp? Oh, certainly. Yeah, I think the biggest thing of all, like one thing a a lot of the sort of long-term PvP comes from arenas, because like the open world wipes, you really need to know the specific ones that get players if you want to play that long-term. Like that's one part of it, but the really intimidating like skill curve is another thing. Time to beat the new guy for a few rounds. Wait, do you want to jump in, Master Fang? I could play one more versus Luhei if you want to play a few. Okay, wait, oh no, he probably has dash, doesn't he? Yeah, me trading ultis isn't brilliant because my ulti is a lot higher value than his one. Ah, shit. Ah, I need to not greed there. I could have just got the AoE explosion there. Trying to get like the actual dash auto too is like really greedy. What is that punish? Nice. Big hit off the skelly. No! Oh my god, Can Master Fang jump in for a few? It's Moody! I got VC off at the moment. Any good build for pistols or weapons that are combined? Pistols you play with every single build, because you never press pistol Q. But pistol E is like one of the best skills in the entire game, and it also has good mid-range autos. Looking for something... Yeah, Corruption Rogue. I'm not sure what would be good aside the... Yeah, like you could probably play it just buff counter, but double counter it definitely does take advantage of well. Like games that have high mechanical skill ceilings, but it seems to lend some cause of... Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that, like, I think those things will often come hand in hand. The most important thing is how intimidating is the skill floor. Because you have games like League, they have a very high skill ceiling, but the skill floor to get into it isn't, like, too dreadful. Like, there's a lot of difficult macro and stuff, but, it's not like the worst thing ever to pick up and play, which is kind of why I think it's managed to be so popular. But at the same time, there's like such a ridiculously high skill ceiling that you have a lot of people committing this. So that's like the perfect balance. But V Rising unfortunately has a very high floor as well as a high ceiling. Like, I think, all things considered, I have, like, okay fundamentals. I don't have, like, brilliant reaction times or anything, though. So, like, with me being considered, I think you could... If this game was, like, super tryhard on, like, the same level that something like League was, it'd be crazy how good people would be at it. It's just, obviously, most people that play this game, they play it as, like... a game alongside something else. You don't have people playing V Rising in the same way you do with like sort of League or World of Warcraft, where it is like the main and only game they've played. But in a world where that was the case, then damn, this game being optimized would be scary. Because one of the things I like, it always feels like there's something you can do better. Like any sort of individual fight, like there's always mistakes that you make, because there's like so many just little interactions happening. That if that kind of thing appeals to you, of just like constantly wanting to improve at something, this game's like perfect for that. If like the small community like doesn't put you off too much. Oh my god. He juked me hard there. Oh, and I was slow on my recast. That's the thing, like every single fight, there's probably like 20 things I could point out that I did badly. And yeah, the fact it's not live service doesn't help. How to get legendary. On this server, you can have a max of 3 artifact weapons. I mean, if you're talking base game, it's in Mortium. Like, you get the shattered weapons and then build them. But yeah, in the arena, you have to drop one of your artifacts, and then you do a command .aw ? To choose the stats you want. Any good build for open world in duo or trio? Trying to get the hang of it. Yeah, so I'd say just any of like the high tier builds on the V-Rising build site. Just look around on those. Like they'll be good in like duo or trio as well. Have Arctic Storm Lightning Curtain as S+ tier. Can you explain how to play it? So you want to max out spell power and oh, I could play Moody in a sec. You max out spell power, and then you apply lightning, do the Arctic Storm, and you typically cancel it before the end to not proc counters. Basically, you're just trying to play aggressive and constantly force Arctic Storms on them. But I am starting to think it might not be S+, it might be kind of S, because it's not as strong as I initially thought, I'm feeling like. Yeah, you're right, Bev. I think a lot of people do like avoid the PvP. Weapon swapping is single-handedly making... Yeah, I agree. Like, the weapon swap's, like, by far the most difficult bit. Wait. Wait, where did Master Fan go? I'll be down to play Moody as well if he came back. Fights. I think he probably has Soulburn on, so I need to be wary of that using my... Oh my god, he really is on high ping. That Glory was psycho. It's like insta. That is actually the benefit of high ping. Oh my god. Wait, that's actually happening consistently. That's terrifying. But yeah, there's some things that come out faster, like when you're on high ping. The biggest downside is you can't dodge Merc Charge. Wait, yeah, it actually happens every time. Your Claw E teleports on high ping. Yeah, Merc Charge is not a fun time. Well, yeah, it happens every time because he lags so much, it just immediately does the Glory. That's funny. Oh my god. But yeah, Merc Charge is kind of cheating. Ah. And Greatsword Q as well is like really fast on high ping. Oh yeah, it sounds like Moody's getting the same thing, because I think Moody plays from China, I think, so he gets like really bad ping issues too. Oh, wait, that's insta. Ah, awful whip Q. What? No. No. Oh. But yeah, him landing like a dash attack high ping as well seems like so difficult. Oopsie. Oh damn. I came out so fast too. What? Oh, I didn't have it off cooldown. Oopsie. Wee. Looks rough. But yeah, I've not played like hyping servers since I think Gloomrot. I've heard it's like got harder since then though. Like I think it's weird because it's like the game's performance is better, but there are certain things that just seem like less responsive than it used to be hyping from what I've heard. And I mean also the fact the time to kill so low doesn't help either. But yeah, I mean, look, like things like this, like the Clory just not having an animation, you wouldn't used to have that kind of thing when you had high ping. There's just some weird like stuff that they made a bit janky in 1.0. Oh, whoopsie! And I hit into that too. Not smart. Oh, I just realised the time. I think I'll say I'll do one more. One last. I got to head out. All caps. Sure. And whack, 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 whack. So it's a really bad habit to have. If you get your ult cancelled, to press it again is a terrible thing to do. Because as soon as you press it once, you've like telegraphed the fact you want to do it. So it makes it obvious if you then do it anymore. Good fights.
Salutation.
Alright. Okay, anyways, yeah, I was gonna end the stream for today there, guys, but thank you for watching, everyone, and yeah, thank you for all the people who got members or Twitch Primes and such, and like I say, if you want to have me play any particular build and you're a member or sub, then send me a message on Discord, and I'll try and get that in for a future stream. Yeah, thanks for watching, have a good day, everyone, and see ya! Oh wait! Oh, I only just realised I had my chat scroll back so far. I had completely missed all the messages for like the last 10-15 minutes. So wait. I'll have a quick read. Yeah, so sorry about that. I wasn't deliberately not replying for everything, but yeah, I'll be around again soon. So if I missed anything, then yeah, feel free to say it when I'm next live. Right, see you guys.